Hey guys, I just stopped it. Figure let's just get started. Why wait the whole freaking time to get started? Because we got a lot. We're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna have a fun time tonight. Got a lot to do. As I first start, let me put up the whiskey wall. So if you guys been joining me lately, you guys know I've been having a social wall, and here's a whiskey wall. So if you want, scan that little code. There's gonna be a code there. There's gonna be a code on the right side throughout the thing. Put some pictures up there. We'll refer back to this throughout the night. If you're drinking anything, show it to what you're drinking. If there's anything else going on, let us know. Tom Black said, we did get to 000. My OCD is triggered. Nice, Tom Black. Sorry to trigger that, buddy. But my OCD was like, I just couldn't wait anymore. I just had to go. Go. Let's go. So join the whiskey wall, guys, if you want. Scan that little barcode, put a picture, put a little message there. And we'll be going through a whole bunch of fun things tonight, talking about a few different things. We're going to get pretty quickly into my guest, bringing my guest on because, that's what we're here to do. We're here to do a blind. I'm also testing out. We're going to test this out. So I'm going to go start this. Let's see if this works tonight. So apparently, instead of making my monkey type out hashtag every night, there's actually a way to do that. That the program I pay for actually does it. Now, will this work? Will this not work? I don't know. But when I was testing it out earlier with my wife, it kind of did and kind of didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it real quick, and then I'm going to stop it because I realized the first time I started it earlier. Wait, now what happened here? Oops. See, normally.
Issue number one.
Issue number one. It normally just switches to a different screen. Let me see how. All right, there we go. So don't start anything yet. I'm going to cancel this for a second. Hold on, Dave. Sorry, Dave. I'm canceling it, and now I'm starting it again. Earlier, for some reason, every time I started it the first time, it would not work. There we go. Now it's on there. That not hashtag, the exclamation mark is there. So let's see if it works. I hope it does for you guys. I saw somebody already had jumped on there. I only see one person in there right now, but let's see if that worked. Do you see it in the screen on the side there? Did it show the hashtag thing anywhere? Not to be done?
Not on my end, no.
Let me see. You receive, it says Iceman, you received 1 ticket. So apparently it's somewhat working.
Yeah, Carl 1 ticket, Iceman 1 ticket.
All right, guys. So hopefully it works tonight. I see quite a few people in there already. So, all right. It might work, not to be that. You might be the easiest night you've had ever. So, all right. Before I bring them on, I'm just kind of showing you. This is everything we have. We're going through 6 drinks tonight. But I'm going to move them over because I can't type over this. So my wife poured these out for me. I'm sure they did. We'll kind of go over that. But I'm going to move them over just so that I don't spill them and then kind of ruin the whole thing. All right. Let's bring the guest on. So coming in from a Texas valley near you, we're bringing in the Whiskey Shaman. How we doing, bud?
Good. How are you?
A little hyper tonight. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm sweating though. I don't know. I have air on. I have the fan on, but I'm sweating tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's freaking hot.
It's the nervousness of drinking malt whiskeys that I'm not used to drinking as much.
Welcome to my world.
Yep. Now bringing in he likes to make Baker's Dozen, I guess. I don't know. I should have thought of something before, but let's bring on Troy from Baker's Drinks. No, I should have done better. Sorry, Troy. Oh, can't hear you, bud. Your light's not on though. I don't see your light on. No, still not hearing you.
Matt's like, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for who?
For me, because I think we're gonna.
Yeah. So, Whiskey Shaman, can I still hear you, bud?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. It reminds me of the old commercials. You hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It defaulted to the camera for some reason.
Oh, what happened?
The microphone defaulted to the camera for some reason.
You know what? I don't know how many times I've done that where I check all my mics, check all my cameras, then I go on and something switches over.
Yep.
happens all the time.
All the
So,
time.
guys, how are you guys all doing tonight? It's a Sunday night. You guys ready for work tomorrow?
No, absolutely.
No,
not.
absolutely not.
I mean, are you ever ready for work?
No.
No, not really. I can't complain though. I was off a whole week. I actually did a vacation, got back, but I did that, and I start. We work. My office opens at 9, but I have to be at office at 7:15 tomorrow because I was gone for a week, and they're like, hey, you're gone. Let's just make you work. We'll make you work some extra when you get back.
Sure.
That's what happens when you're the doctor of the clinic. They make you work.
Makes a lot of sense.
I brought you guys on because I am not a malt guy. I'm trying to expand my palate, and you're two guys I know that enjoy malt and can help me explore this realm. So that's why I brought you guys on with me. I'm pretty excited about expanding my palate. I actually had a few different pours when I was gone, kind of prepping my mouth for this, and I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for tonight.
Sweet.
I mean, I hope you're ready, because here we are.
So before we get started, I have just a few things to go over. So I don't know if you know, but let me see, where am I at right now? I am very, very close to my 2,222. I'm at 2,193. Yeah. Thank you. So I had to set a date because I'm gone the next 2 weekends. I went on the trip and I came back, and one of my videos kind of hit like 4,000, and I kind of jumped up a lot there.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't expecting that. So I set a date, so that way I have a date set. So my date for my live for my 2,222 is going to be on Friday the 13th, June 13th. But
okay.
I'm more than likely, Troy, I might go into Saturday too a little bit. So we'll see. I'll try to go early before you come on that night. But I'm probably going to I'm giving away a minimum of 22 bottles. That's 11 bottles a night, more than likely, right?
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's going to be Friday the 13th, and then Saturday the 14th is more than likely what it's going to end up being, so that I don't have to rush and I don't have to go till 2 a.m.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I don't think I'd make 2 a.m. I'd probably give away more than the 22 bottles I have. Now,
absolutely.
You guys did see a sneak peek of the pictures of the bottles I have set aside for this. So you guys know I'm not joking when I said I have at least 22 bottles to give away.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there too. So y'all get ready.
Yeah, so I'll be teasing that a little bit through this week, starting the next week. So I'm not home a week until then. So I'm probably going to be doing small lives on Wednesdays, kind of tease for it, kind of get ready for it and stuff like that. So we'll kind of talk about that as well. But I'm ready. I in the middle of this, we'll talk a little bit about this bottle. I'm just leaving this here for a second. Me and we all discussed this earlier, so you guys know what it is, but they don't yet. But we'll leave it here. Let them tease a little bit. And then let me you guys, Troy, do you know about my social wall? Had you seen that yet? I don't know if you had.
Nope, I have not seen that yet.
Yeah. So what this is, it's a way that they can scan in, share what they're drinking what they're drinking tonight, what they're having. Ooh, look at that. My Friday night, that was Iceman there. Look at those pappies he has. Just to kind of be able to share with us what you're doing tonight, and in picture and in words, So I think it's kind of a fun way to communicate with everybody out there. It's always fun. So if you guys want to join it, just hit the scan that little code, and you're able to do that. So. All right. My wife poured out all mine. I don't know who did your significant other pour out yours as well?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So I have number 1 here. So what we did is we sent each other 2 different malts, and so we don't know what they sent. I don't know. We didn't even tell each other what we sent to each other. And then I got all of them. We put them in a randomizer. I sent them the list for their significant other to set it up. My wife set it up. So there's a 75% chance it's right, and a 50% chance it's wrong.
In theory, we're all drinking them in the same order, though, right?
Correct.
Right.
And that was the purpose, to try to drink them all in the same order. But man, just having them set aside here, it's looking at how different in color they are.
Absolutely.
How crazy difference in color they are.
Vastly
I love
different.
it. So I have the correct answers on who it is on the bottom. I end up marking them because I had to move them over just to make sure I didn't mix them up. So I end up marking them on the side here. So
when you drink, is that going to appear on screen?
What do you mean? Oh, they'll see it, but I'll just cover. When I do this, I always put my finger on the bottom, so it kind of covers. So, All right, guys. Any words of advice or suggestions before we go into this first one?
Yes, I mean, yes, there always is. When you're drinking malt whiskey, you can't come at it with a bourbon perspective. You have to come at it because it's going to be a lot of these being single malt. You're going to get a lot of grain forwardness from it, and a lot of single malts are finished as well. So just understanding that there's going to be a lot of maltiness hitting you in the face, but also that finish could take over. So it's going to be a lot of sherry, a lot of port, a lot of Madeira, just depending upon what the samples are. So just understanding that it's not just going to be a oak bomb bourbon or something like that, because all of these whiskeys, I would think, are in used oak, so they're not going to have a hard oak profile on them.
Interesting. So
yeah, and not just finished. They're aged in secondary use barrels.
Right.
Oh yeah, and that's the main thing, right? A lot of them are aged in like expert old bourbon barrels, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yes.
For the most part, I think most of them are.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that everybody knows that what we're giving away at the end, I'm giving away the rest of the samples I have from tonight's blind. That's what I'm giving away. Just so if you guys are wondering what that what is it exclamation malt is for, it's at the end. We'll give away the samples that I have left over, just so you guys know. All right, are we ready to go on for this first one?
Let's go.
Let's go. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
This might be the lightest in color of all of them.
Yeah, that is pretty light. It looks like a night after drinking. This is what my urine looks like.
Yeah, you need to drink some water.
Yeah, you definitely need to drink some water. But that is very malty on the nose.
Yeah, it is. But it also has like a really nice sweetness to it.
After this first pour, we're gonna have to go through through chat to see who's here. But Tom Black's cracking me up. Tom Black.
Always.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it says like a nice pear note on it.
Yeah, it really does.
You know what? And I'm not a pear person. That's probably why that's a little bit, off-putting for me.
Oh man, yeah, the palate on that is nice.
Ooh, that's spicier than I thought it would be. Of course, it's my first drink. I haven't had anything on my palate either. Yeah. But most of the ones I've had have never been that spicy. That is a little bit spicy up front.
I like that a lot.
I need to go in for that second drink to let my palate kind of acclimate towards it a little bit.
Yeah. And it's very well known in Scotch and Irish, and I don't know what this is, but just saying, we did pick American, if I'm not mistaken. So all of these are going to be a little bit different. But in Scotch and Irish, it's very common for them to add water to the whiskey and actually proof it down below 40% to actually get more and more flavor. We don't have to do that. I did bring my little Scotch Malt Whiskey Society dropper, and we could drop a drop or two in there. But I mean, if you want to get real fancy, that's what you do, because they'll spend 30 to 40 minutes on each pour, which I know we're not going to do that tonight. So
no. And I'm not as fancy as you, sir. Nobody told me to prepare. I mean, I would have gone in, then I could have put my finger up and put a little drops in here.
Yeah. See, I got my little water thing with my. Yeah, I mean, come on, you got to get with it.
I got my Yeti.
See, this is my first dive into this malt whiskey world.
I got my Yeti too. No, it's all, and I mean, you can drink it. I mean, the best whiskey is the whiskey you like to drink, obviously. But I know the producers, when they drink it, like the distillers, they will actually proof it down lower than 40%, and drink it almost like a highball during the day. So
I don't have one. My wife's trying to make me fancy. Give me a straw.
Oh yeah,
please.
So, did either of you have like candy cigarettes as a kid? I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think they make them anymore. But those little white, kind of chalky, kind of minty. Yeah. I get a good deal of that on the nose on this one.
Absolutely.
Wait, are we still on the first one? We're on the first one.
Yeah.
Right?
Still on the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Like hidden behind that pear, it's got like candy cigarette.
It's
very nostalgic.
What is the t-shirt?
I don't know what they're talking about.
I'm confused with Tom on the side here.
I need to go back to.
It's fun. It's funny you talk about that. Was it you guys that posted something about that? But
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid and they used to encourage smoking because they used to have the smoking candy thing?
Yeah, wasn't us.
Yeah, I just saw that posted somewhere recently, and I can't
Wasn't me.
remember who posted it, but I was like, I forgot all about that. They used to encourage smoking, and then your parents used to buy it for you too. You know. So now,
Yeah,
So
very-
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say we're off to a great start. That was good.
Okay. Awesome.
oh wait,
I-
that was.
So
That was
are we
That's pretty multi.
are we supposed to do like a guess or anything on these, or what are we doing?
Well, let's do at least a proof, and then I guess from where it's from, maybe like where you think
Okay.
it's from. So, since you guys are my guests, I'll let you guys go first. Shaman, you go first.
All right. I'm gonna guess just by nose and taste of it that it's coming from Scotland. I think it's only, and I mean, I'm gonna get real fancy, but I think it's only used bourbon barrel. I don't think it's anything else than that. There is a little ethanol on the nose, so I'm gonna say it's like 50%. Most scotches aren't super high proof, so they're normally 46, but I'm gonna guess this one's a little bit higher at 50.
I did that so Troy kept getting blocked out on the bottom, so that's why I did that.
It was
We
by
want to see your
design.
beautiful face.
By
No,
design.
no, no. We want to see your beautiful face, sir.
They
All
got
right.
enough of me last night.
I was watching it for a while, but something weird happened. I don't think I'm having a very good internet connection here recently. It just stopped your live on me, and
It did that to me too.
yeah. And then I was
So
my
we
wife and
just-
I were discussing. Go ahead.
Yeah, we just cut Texas off at a certain point.
Okay. Yeah. We need to be cut off anyway.
I understand. I completely understand. So Troy, what are your guesses on this, sir?
So I'm gonna go a little lower than 50. I'm gonna say it's like 86 to 92 on the proof. And I don't know, it doesn't quite, I mean, I get what you're saying about it being from Scotland, but it's kind of given me more Irish vibe.
Okay. I could see that.
But it's not giving me it's not, I don't think it's Irish, or maybe it's Welsh or something. Maybe it's like a Penderyn.
Mhm.
Oh. Man, you're getting real fancy with those fancy words, sir. All right, so I'm gonna say this is it's hard. I know most of those are always really lower proof, but this kind of surprised me at the how it was kind of spicy up front, even for my first drink though. But it was still pretty spicy. I'm gonna think it's closer to like the 100, so I'm gonna go like a 96 proof on this, somewhere close to that. Now I have a question. I mean, I need kind of options. I mean, there's Scotch, right? From Scotland. There's Irish. What are other options? You know.
Oh, good Lord. There's Australian, there's Tasmanian, there's New Zealand. Any country that you go, they're all making single malt.
Indian,
Taiwanese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these.
the choice was anything but
these.
America, Doc.
Anything but American. So I guess if I would say American single malt, I'm already automatically wrong.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Let's go. I don't know. When you said kind of Welch, that kind of stuck in my head. Let's do a Welch. I mean, I have no idea, but I'm going to do Welch.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
All right. So before we go on to our next pour, let's just see who's in chat here. Let's say hi to everybody for a second. So I'm gonna scroll back a little bit. We got Streamlabs in here. Michael Bortner, Jose Sanchez. So the funny thing about that Streamlabs thing, I paid for this forever. I didn't know it had this option to actually do some of this work for me. Hey, Chris Jenkins, how you doing, buddy? We got Joe B in the house, and of course, Dave V was the first one in here. You know, Dave V, always the man, the legend. We got Psych Man in here. We got Russ L and Michael Bortner. You guys had quite a few people on here watching you last night, Troy.
Yeah,
you guys had more than I've seen in the past, so that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I think we were over 70 at one point.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Tom Black. Yeah, congratulations on that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're growing and growing. Buffalo Bourbon. So maybe it's working for you. You know how you always say when somebody goes on yours, they always get the baker's bump? Maybe you're bumping yourself a little bit with doing these, you know. Rick Moreland. Rick, you said you're gonna send me a sample. I need to get a sample from you, buddy. When I saw him over there, he has some interesting samples according to him, so I'm kind of curious. Joel in the house.
Rick gives great samples.
Yeah, he was telling me what was it? I think he makes some stuff, right? And kind of blends stuff too.
He blends it, yeah.
There you go. Let me see, making sure I'm not missing. Peter White in the house. How you doing? Russ L. Sykeman. I think I got those. Let me see. Is there anything else? We have 31 watching. I'm just making sure. Tom Black's been commenting for a moment here.
No.
Oh, we do have Wade going on after me, but I have not seen his link today. So I normally link to jump over to him, but I haven't seen that. Let me see. Anybody else I'm missing here? JL in the house. Natividad Morales, which is my monkey over here. Sean in the house. I think Nati, if this works, he's gonna have the easiest night he's ever had, and it's gonna make our life a lot easier for the 2222, because that's gonna be freaking insane. I have like new games and new stuff to go on, and know what's one I want to do, not for that one, but what I'm working on is what you guys think you'd be interested in doing a karaoke night. I'm working on it. I think I might be able to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. So,
I mean, maybe if you did it like Masked Singer style or whatever.
Oh yeah, we could do that too. But I mean, the two complications with this is one, to figure out an online program that allows you to do it, but also then you have to worry about it being copyrighted. But I don't do any, like, what is it called? I don't monetize my lives. So I don't know if that'll be an issue. But it's figuring out how to do it so that you can be seen and sing at the same time, you know. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm working on it. So, all right, I think I'm caught up here. I think I caught up to everybody. So glad everybody's home and hanging out with us. We're gonna go to our second pour. As we do that, I'm gonna put this up for a moment, see what you guys have put out there. But pour number two.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Ooh, look at this. Michael Bortner says, this time next year, Bakers will be blowing Bruzo out of the water on the live. Oh, see, now this one is sweeter on the nose.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's a lot darker, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that is darker. And it's not, it doesn't look as malty. Let me see.
It's a little softer on the palate.
Okay, Miss Lori, that's a great question. She's saying that she received the ticket with the samples to save the ticket, but she doesn't know what or when. So that is going to be, so we're doing two different ticket thingies. Let me go ahead and close this down for a second. So the tickets that I give, so everybody who wins a sample, I'm giving you guys some tickets that look like this as well. Well, hold on, let me, sorry, I'm going to make you guys small for a second. The tickets that look like this as well. And the reason we're doing that, is you're the ones that are always with me. You guys are that win the sample, so you're going to have a chance to win a very special bottle on one of my lives with the 2222, either that Friday or Saturday. I'm giving away a special bottle for the people who have been winning on my lives and who have been on my lives. Now, this one, since you guys have mentioned it, or you're asking a little bit about it, let me do this. Oops. Just real quick, let me go over these. So what I'm doing here now, this is a different one. So we're going to be doing two different things with the tickets. The one is that free one that anybody who's been on my lives, and if you win a sample from me, you're getting tickets. So hold that for that, which is going to be Friday the 13th, so June 13th and June 14th. The other thing, you're gonna have a chance to win this. So if you want to win this, you can actually do that by I'm gonna do $2 tickets. And at that, and on the live that night, somebody will win this. And what this is actually a hazmat bottle. So if you can see, let me see if we get it to focus. I know it never focuses on my face. It's always fun when you're trying to do these on these. There we go. Let me see. There we go. It's 150.6 proof light whiskey. It's the highest proof I've seen on a hazmat whiskey. look at that. It's a light whiskey. Look how nice and dark that is. And I think one of you guys mentioned Copper Sky is not around anymore, right?
Yeah, I think Copper Sky shut down.
So I didn't know that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But if you guys want, let me see if I have it here. I think it's here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, so I'll put the Venmo up. So it's $2 per ticket. If you do the Venmo, just put your name in there, and then at the top of the comments, there's always the form to fill out, so I can have the address for you. So if you want to, I have Deanna in the background. She's doing that, and you can buy a ticket, and we'll send the tickets out to you. So on June 13th, we'll be doing the live and giving away this bottle as well. So if you want a chance to win it. All right, back to this delicious pour. It's very sweet compared to the first one.
It really is.
Kind of reminds me of like apple pie filling.
A little bit.
But comes across very different on the tongue for me. It's very drying on the tongue. As soon as it hits my tongue, it's a little bit spicy and dries that tongue pretty quickly, you know? So is that something that's a little bit more aged? Is it, why is it so like tannicky on the tongue? That's interesting.
It could be that it's finished. It's finished in something making it more tannic. Or it could be new oak. There is single malts that are in new oak as well. But yeah, or it could be the proof is a little higher maybe, and it's just that oak influence is coming through. Yeah, it's really interesting though.
Yeah, but it dries that tongue pretty quickly.
It does.
Taking away a lot from the flavors. Like as soon as that hits it and kind of dries it, a lot of that I have a hint of the flavor left, but it's not up front. Like the other one was kind of nice. It stuck on the tongue. It kind of stuck around. It was very nice there. For and I'm very new to malt, so this is something very new, for me and this experience, So
right.
What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I don't know if it's an Irish because it has a little, I hate to say this, but a lot of the Irishes that I've had in the past, especially single malts, are pretty I don't want to say bland in their flavor profile, but they're really soft and delicate. Whereas this one has a little bit more oomph to it. And I added a couple drops of water to it, and it's just all ethanol in glass now. So it's
I just added water to it. I wish you would have said that right before I added the water to it.
Yeah, this one did
tame it. Go ahead.
No, go right ahead.
I said it did tame down the palate a little bit, and now it's coming across with some really nice. I want to think maybe sherry on the very end, like a raisiny note at the very end. So it's really nice. Whatever it is really nice.
Yeah, I mean, normally when I'm drinking an Irish, I get kind of those Danish butter cookies that come out in the tins around Christmas time with like that big like crystallized sugar on the top. That's kind of the flavor I get on most of the like commercially available Irish whiskeys, with like a hint of maybe copper penny that I assume comes from like their pot stills. This I kind of want to put it in that category, but the butter cookie note is pretty muted with that. It is like with that fruit. And the nose, I feel, is definitely a little better than the palate. Not to say the palate's bad. It's just, like Doc said, it's very drying.
I found that when I put that water in, a lot of that drying kind of muted. It's not gone, but it muted itself a little bit, which was kind of nice. Now I'm able to taste some stuff from it a little bit longer than that first. Should we guess what? I guess we should have guessed. Like, what do we think these bottles cost? It'd be interesting to see.
Oh,
okay, yeah. No, we could do.
We'll
do
that on this one. Then we'll go back to the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can kind of see what you're saying. Like, I feel like this could be possibly, like you said, a port finish or something kind of finish, because there is that little sweetness at the end. And I've noticed that sometimes when I get that port finish, it does have that tannic drying kind of over the tongue. It's just a lot more than I expected. I couldn't even taste that sweetness at the end. So
right. And another thing you need to understand is like world whiskeys are in America obviously are going to be a lot more expensive, and that's not just because of the tariff that's going on right now. That's just how it's been. So like a $40-$50 whiskey, yeah, you don't find those very often. So they're going to start at like $60 to $80. Most of them. There you can find some that they're cheaper. So I would say this is probably $90.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say like 100, 110. So I think we're thinking similar.
Okay, I'm gonna put that here. Yeah, I was thinking about 110. 'Cause I noticed that with these bottles they are a little bit more pricey. So Troy, I'll let you go first. What proof on this, and where do you think it's from, or where?
I'm gonna go against my gut and say it's Irish, and I'm gonna say 96.
Okay. Shaman, what do you think, sir?
I think it's Irish as well. I'm going to say 46%. I think the finish is making it taste hotter than it actually is, and a lot of times in world whiskeys they do proof instead of ABV, or ABV instead of proof. So it's kind of 46, whatever, 92.
Yeah. Before I go, do you guys think it's finished?
Yes.
I 100% think it's finished.
Yeah. I think it's finished as well. I'm going to guess the port finish is on that. And then I'm going to say it's about 90 proof. It's not very strong on the tongue. I don't feel like it's very hot. The first taste was, and then after that, it kind of just mellowed out pretty easily. I don't know. It's hard for me to guess where they're from because I don't have enough experience to be guessing that, right? So I'm going to take one more sip.
Yeah, I think it's a sherry finish. I think that's a dry sherry.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna say Scotch because I have lack of my options. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going. Love it. So, what is this here? Reminder to all viewers: if you win the raffle, you get your choice between a sample, back, or a lock of dog's beard. Nice. I don't think anybody wants a sample of a lock of my beard. I mean,
no. No.
Yeah, it's also like what was his name? The Samson, the one that made him stronger. Yeah, so it would make me weaker as well.
Now, do we also get to choose the color? Do we get?
Oh yeah, do you want white, gray, yellow? Too funny.
Oh, that's good.
All right, I'm gonna put up the whiskey wall for a second, see if anybody else puts anything new. So remember, if you guys want, go up to the whiskey wall, post what you guys are drinking, what you guys are having tonight.
Here, keep it up there for a second.
What was that?
I got it. I just had to get the little QR code.
I have mystery malt. Oh, that's interesting. Who put that there? By Monkey. Monkey put mystery malt. All right, let's see what I'm curious what he has. It looks some people have some tealing going tonight, and then of course we have this, and I have the Venmo QR code up there. So if you guys $2 a ticket, and that night it's only pre-sale. And if I'm not selling any of these tickets at night. This is only for pre-sale. If you want a chance to win this bottle. So for my next few lives, as I lead up to it, this bottle will be available. But once we get to that Friday the 13th, there won't be tickets available that night. And then there's the other one with the tickets as well. That anybody that wins, like tonight, the winner will get a ticket in there. Just save that. And on Friday the 13th or the 14th, you guys will have a chance to win a very, very special bottle.
Awesome.
So always good seeing. It's fun seeing you guys there. So let's. Are we ready to move on to this third bottle? We got 6 to go. We got 6 total. So this will be halfway.
We got to hustle.
Yeah, I'm sweating on my legs though. I don't think it's from the whiskey either.
You got cranked the AC down in there.
Yeah, I tell that to my wife, and she's like, "It already is cool enough." And my daughter's over there wearing a jacket in the living room, like it's Arctic here,
Hey, do you have the drinker buddy Glenn on this one as well?
Oh yeah, yeah. So for all of these, I pulled out like everybody that I like, people I have just to support, So I was like, let me support it. But I have yours in here, Baker's in here, so doesn't mean that's that your stuff's in there. I'm just supporting you guys,
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny. You have the same one.
Yeah, same on the same glass, which is pretty cool.
Oh, we didn't go back to the first one. What do you think the first one was price wise?
Oh, first one.
I'm going with like that one was very light on me and all that. I'm gonna say about $80 and no finish.
No, it's not finished for sure. I know that somebody in the chat said that actually all single malts are finished because they're in a used cask. But anyway, yeah, no, it's not finished other than the original bourbon cask that it was in. And I think it's going to be a higher one personally. I think it's like 150 at least.
Okay. Tom Black's asking, I have a Shaman, Glenn. When am I getting a Doc and Baker's, Glenn? Are we doing a collaboration, Glenn? I didn't know that.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
We should. That'd be kind of fun one. Like when we next, because I mean, we're talking about if people like this, then we should do an American malt one, right? Like do one of those, or you know, a different one that kind of just brings out malt, or some other kind of whiskey. Maybe. I mean, we do a light whiskey day and stuff like that. But maybe we, you know, how Troy likes. He has those awesome stickers. We should do a Glen that celebrates the, you know, our collaboration. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will tell you, this one is smoky for sure.
Yeah, I smelled that and I was like, woo, that was really smoky on the nose.
Wow.
It's got some coffee on it too.
Well, that's smoky on the palate. That tastes like when I'm smoking a cigar and I drink water to hydrate in between, how that smoke and cigar go down the mouth. Yeah.
Oh, it has like a little jalapeno note or something. You
I'm trying to get over the smokiness right now. I had barbecue earlier today and it wasn't as smoky as this. And this is Texas barbecue, I'm telling you.
So the issue is everybody thinks that all Scotch is smoky, which is not, obviously. There is a percentage of Scotch that is smoky and peated, but most of Scotch is not. But this, it's coming across a little bit different. I still do think it's a Scotch. I'm going to say that because I know Irish makes peated, and I know there's some peated like Indian whiskeys and stuff like that. But I feel like this one, to me, with the viscosity of it, because most Scotches, not all, are pot distilled as well. So you're going to get a lot more oil on there, and this one has a little bit of oil on it. So I'm going to guess that it's a Scotch with the smokiness and stuff like that in it as well. But
well, Sykes asking, what kind of smoke does it taste like? It tastes like a cigar smoke to me. That's what it tastes like.
It tastes like campfire.
Campfire. Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you poured water on a campfire and then that smoke, the aftermath of that.
I know that we don't have any American single malts in here, but this tastes like the whiskey Delbach mesquite smoke.
It kind of does.
I'm not having the Del box at all, but I can see when you guys said that, like the campfire smoke when you throw the water on. I can see that. I see where you're coming from with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, the palate is pretty short. You get that smoke, and then there's some like citrusy notes, and maybe a little bit of like I always say honeysuckle because it's like an inherent sweet, flowery thing. But yeah, and it seems to be pretty tame on the proof as well. I'm going to add a drop of water in it, obviously, but I'm going to say it's lower proof for sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to put some water in this and see what happens here. No, I'm not as fancy as yours, but I got a straw.
Hey, it's all good.
I mean, for as bold as that smoky note is, though, the whiskey is pretty delicate. It
really is.
I think it's the lowest proof yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing this one's probably right at 80.
Yeah, probably. And Doc, just to let you know, like when you're drinking a smoky whiskey, and this is the unfortunate part with the smokiness, like you get the smoke, but then you're trying to get past or around that smoke to get some of the other notes in it. So like, it's almost like you have to acclimate yourself to the smoke to get the other things, which is kind of deceiving because like it's a smoky whiskey. You want to get the smoke, but you also want to see like, is it finished? Because a lot of smoky whiskeys are finished as well. So is it finished, or does it have like a large age statement or something like that? But I don't think this one does.
Mm-mm.
It's actually pretty oily, like on the tongue. There's a lot of oil, like it covers that tongue and it's pretty oily.
I don't think it's Lafroig
No,
or
but
Lamp Frog.
yeah, it reminds me of that though. Like I've only had that a few pours of that, and it kind of reminds me of how smoky that is. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. You want to taste how smoky this is?
It might be. It might
So
be.
I'm thinking that's like you guys were saying, 80 proof. I'm thinking it's a $90 bottle. No, I'll go $100 bottle, 80 proof. My tasty notes on this is smoky as F. With
it's mildly smoky.
With burnt butter.
Mildly smoky. Ooh,
Yeah,
I
burnt
like
butter.
that. The burnt butter.
Yeah, so,
I like that.
It's like a
Yeah, it is real
like
pretty.
is Islay a single malt? Like is that considered a
Yeah, that's a region of Scotland.
All right, so I'm gonna say
So-
Islay. Is that how you say it?
Isla.
Isla.
Isla. All right. So that's my not finished.
Okay.
So that's my guessing.
Yeah, it does taste like campfire.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do Scotch. Scotch, 43%, no finish, $80. And I think it very well could be the Lafroig 10, because I know it's a lower proof. But I thought there was a little bit more smoke presence on it, but maybe I'm just acclimated to it.
There's like a nuttiness to it too.
Not the tasty to see. There's nuts in his mouth. No nuttiness.
When is there not? Right?
That's messed up.
That was pretty good. I
I'm
was putting my
sorry,
water out on that.
sorry,
Yeah, I was
sorry,
putting my
man.
water out on that one.
Yeah, I think
that's
this,
a love-hate community, love-hate relationship with the community.
there you go. I think this is an odd one. I think it's Scotch, but I don't think it was aged and bottled in Scotland. I think it was aged and bottled in Japan.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
So like a Nika,
Mhm.
they technically can't call themselves Japanese whiskey because it was distilled elsewhere. So I'm going with that. I think it's Scotch that's aged and bottled elsewhere.
Okay.
And I'm going to say 80 proof on the dot and $80.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. So we're halfway through. Do we have a favorite yet?
Number one.
Yeah, one and two are pretty close for me.
Mhm.
And they're definitely in the lead so far.
Yeah, actually, two I think was my favorite. I felt like there was just a little bit more flavor and all that on there. One was a little bit light, but I did like the way it kind of covered the tongue. Once I got past the tannic on two is where I started liking it more. Well, it's actually after. So I liked one before we added the drops more, and I liked two after we added the drops more. So the drops did make a difference on that one, and I did kind of enjoy that. Now this third one, very smoky for me. My palate's not used to that, except for barbecue, and it was actually more smoky than the barbecue I had today. And so, but overall, oh, hold on. Can you tell my wife that Khalil was calling? But it was, but I mean, it was kind of a nice experience. Now that kind of let it sit on my tongue, kind of acclimating to it a little bit. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit more than I was with the first smell and the first drink. I'm liking it a little bit more. So
Awesome.
Right, this next one looks like about the darkest one we've got. So
real
real curious on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that smells sweet on the nose. That smells finished to me. I smell like berries on that.
This is the least malty one that I've nosed so far.
Yeah, I don't smell. Well, after the smoke, maybe that's thrown off my nose, but I don't smell the malt on this one.
I could probably be convinced this is bourbon.
But it's very sweet and like there's like fruit berries on this.
Either that or my nose is
absolutely.
wrecked from that last one.
That's what I
could
think.
be that too.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because I just coughed and tasted it all over again.
And Natty just coughed from tasting the last one and tasted smoke again.
It's definitely not bourbon.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Ooh. Very drying. Very dry on the tongue. Very sharp.
What is that note? What is that note? It's like a bitter apricot or something like.
Actually, I see what you're saying there. It's very bitter, very sharp. And it kind of, I can see that little apricot kind of, stone fruit in the background there.
Yeah, stone fruit for sure. Wow. That one's the strangest so far.
Yeah.
Man, what am I tasting here?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
But after it, man,
it's like those big fat golden raisins.
mhm.
The dates.
Like dates.
Not quite that big, but yeah, along that line,
Mhm.
just hyper concentrated grapiness.
I can see that. I'm not a big raisin person, but I can see that. It's like it feels like a concentrate though, almost not these like a wine. Maybe there's a wine finish in this.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm not talking those little dark California raisins. This is like a big fat gold raisin.
So I think this grapevine.
I think this got a lot of proof on it too. It's
Yeah, it
burning.
could be hot. Yeah, it's hot. I added a couple drops of water, and it's that's all I'm getting is ethanol.
I haven't even added
Ethanol in
any water yet.
it's like a weird tannic washout. So I'm redoing my shelving behind my head, right? So I have like 2 bottles back there. So just in case, if y'all care, I don't know, whatever.
Well, to be honest, with your head as big as mine, I didn't see behind it.
Earlier, I saw this.
Really, really.
Hey, I got a big head too,
Yeah, it's fine.
but I'm only talking about the one on my shoulders. That's the only one I'm
Oh,
talking
okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Wow.
That's very different.
It could be single pot still, which, Doc, we're not going to get into all that, but like some Irish whiskeys, if they're single pot still, they are 50% malted barley, or not 50, but a percentage malted barley and a percentage unmalted barley. They were doing that to get past taxes and stuff like that. Sometimes it can present a little funky sometimes. So yeah, it could be that. I don't know, but
So, all right, I'll let you go first, Shaman. Let me see what you think.
I think it is an Irish. I think an Irish single pot still. I'm only going to say 46. I don't think it's cast strength. I'm going to say it is finished, and I think it's possibly port. I'm going to put $90 on the bottle. Not that I would pay that. That's what I think it goes for. It's a good pour. It's just I'm kind of struggling getting through it.
All right, Troy, you're up.
I think I might know what this one is, so I'm going to let you go first. I don't want to influence you in case it is what I think it is.
And the funny thing is, I think it's. I feel like this might be one. So you think it might be one of the ones you put in there? I think it might be one of the ones I put in there.
Okay.
So I'll go that way. I'm going to stick with what I'm thinking. That I think it's the one I put in.
Okay.
So I think it's what was it? I think it's Tasmanian, 90 proof Tasmanian, and it was finished. I don't remember what it was finished in though, but I'll just put like sherry finish. It was finished in something.
Okay.
And I won't say pricing until after you. I'll let you go first, and then if it's the price of what I'm thinking it is, I know I'm gonna say up front I didn't pay this price for it, but it's a price.
It's crazy because I was gonna say it's Australian,
Tasmanian.
and I think it is cask strength. I got like 115.
Okay.
Only because like it wasn't just spicy in the mouth. That burnt all the way down to my stomach.
Yeah, I could see that.
Honestly, though, I don't remember if the one I sent was finished or not. I want to say no. So I could be right on or way off.
Me too. Because I mean, it's hot. I mean, like you said, it does warm all the way down. So it could be something that's a little bit higher proof, that's cast strength. And so, I mean, if that's the case, then it's not the one I have for sure.
It was a great one to finish the smoky one, or to follow the smoky one, because this one stood up.
Oh yeah. So interesting.
Wow.
Well, if it's mine, I won't say the price yet. We'll talk about it afterwards. All right, we're on to number 5. Let's just see before we jump in there. We can grab and start smelling all that. I'm gonna see what everybody's posted on the wall. So let's see. What are you guys drinking? Baker drinks. Look at that. Look at those Glens there. Some nice, pretty Glens. You still have some of those for sale?
No, those are sold out. Rocks glasses are pretty much gone. We got our next one is in the works, so we'll have new glassware probably inside of the month.
Nice. Peter White says asking Stewart or Lark. I think he's asking about the Australian one. Isn't that Stewart comes from?
Starward for sure.
Oh yeah, because I was looking at when I first saw it that it said Star Wars, and I bought one. But mainly because of that. So now this one I put it to my nose. It smells a little bit like gasoline.
A little bit, not gonna lie. And it's like a crayon.
It's got a sour note.
A little bit of crayon.
You want to try that the last one, I think, just so you can see where. Yeah, so this one's very, very, very different on the nose.
Kind of got like someone's pitting out, and they're close to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little armpity.
Yeah. This one, nobody said anything good. So this is in the Baker's one. Look, I got that in the Baker's blend here.
The finish is real short on it, man. It's it comes and goes. It's nice what's there, but almost got a little cheesy, maybe. I don't know.
It's weird. I didn't like the front end of it, but the back end of it has like a little chocolate, like even like a milk chocolate kind of taste to it that just kind of just very light. That made it sweet at the end, but up front, like you said, it's very
perspiration.
Yeah, I need to go home for a second drink because that was just not it.
I think that armpit fades away like really quick, and it gets into that coffee chocolate note, that mocha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it starts off very, very funk, and then there's actually now that I tasted it a few times, it's very funk. I don't know how to describe that funk. It goes to like apricot, then it goes to like you said, the like a cocoa or coffee bean kind of taste at the end. But it is the way it sticks on the tongue makes my tongue like kind of tacky. It's very weird, like a tacky mid and front part of my tongue. So
I will say this is probably not Scotch. Joe B, just to let you know, this is not Scotch.
Yeah, he's like, it's not making me want to drink Scotch. This is like, so it's probably something like this that I tried the first time that really turned me away from it, and then I thought they all tasted like this. So I'm very curious who put this one in here and what it is. And that'd be funny if it's one of mine.
Man, with water, it tastes like a soggy Whopper.
Oh yeah, I need that water. I need that water. That's true.
Like with the pickles, like it has a little pickly note. Like it's
that tart note is weird.
It is weird, man. Oh, Doc, I think this is your Tasmanian whiskey. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like
Aboriginal whiskey over here made with sheep dung or something.
It's tart and briny, and it kind of transitions to coffee.
Yeah. And they might be using specialty grains as well, which sometimes play really well, but like a coffee malt or something like that. But yeah, it's just not sitting with me very well.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got a very fruity smell.
I'm gonna do 46. It's not finished, and I'm sure this bottle was $125. Knowing
Black licorice. Ah.
Not that it had black licorice note to it.
star anise. I mean anise.
Yeah, actually. Yep.
So I'm gonna say
Man, that
94% Australia.
It's not the one you.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of has a little
90 94%.
Yeah. I mean, sorry. Proof. 94 proof. I want to say this is finished because it has like a little bit of sweetness at the end of
It's
it
got
that I'm
something.
enjoying.
I'm
So
glad you
finish,
are.
I don't know.
Shaman.
Finish an apricot something. I don't know. Shit.
Mhm.
Different. I'll just put
Yeah, it's got like a period.
yeah, it does. I'll put cherry. I don't know what it is there. Because it's so terrible, I guarantee you this is probably $150 bottle.
Absolutely.
I had it at 130 just because it's so awful.
I did 125. So
Love it. Armpits and anus. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
I don't know that water's going to get that taste out of my mouth.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I might have to go back to the peated one.
Yeah, exactly. Get the peat on the palate to get rid of it. Whew.
Wow.
Love it. I love it.
Woo.
And so I'll say this about malt whiskeys in general. And not to diss bourbon because I love bourbon, don't get me wrong, but the bandwidth on bourbon is about that big. The bandwidth on malt whiskey, you can't see my hands because it's a lot broader because of the fact that they can use different types of malt and still be considered a single malt, because single means one distillery. So you can use a chocolate malt, a caramel malt, all those different types of malt and create a totally different profile. Whereas with bourbon, you're pretty structured to what you have. Yeah, you can throw wheat in there or something like that, but the bandwidth on, and then they peat stuff and they, all the other things. So it's just so cool to see how all of these whiskeys have been completely different. And we're not even to the last one yet. They've all been completely different, but all good in their own right, in their own way. Whatever they were trying to do to make that whiskey, if it wanted to taste like armpits, I guess they succeeded. That's fine.
They knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I agree that, and that's one thing I was just thinking right now before you said that was they're all completely different.
Absolutely.
Not one was like, oh, this tastes similar to that one. There's, I mean, wow, the complete difference on all of them was just amazing. Like that's what I kept thinking right now was just amazing to me. So yeah,
absolutely,
very, very interesting, very interesting. Yep. So here we are on the sixth one. Once again, anybody, if you guys want to have a chance to win this bottle, $2 tickets. The winner tonight will win these wonderful samples we're talking about. You got Baker's on there, huh? Baker's.
Yeah, I got Baker's on 6.
He's got Baker's on 6.
Oh, this one smells pretty darn good.
It does.
This smells like a malt that I'm used to smelling. This, like the few that I've had, that's what this smells like. This smells like a good one.
It has some like cherry or maybe like grape skin. Like when you finish the sun-made raisins and you smell the box where it's kind of waxy, but then it has like the raisin juice in there.
Eli Cortez said, I need a sample of Russell's 15. That's not what we're having tonight, buddy. Sorry about that.
Your daughter took yours.
I'll give you all of mine. How about that? Because I have 0.
This smells very grainy. Like it smells grainy.
It does. It does. It's super light though. Everything that's coming across.
Yeah, and it's even really lighter than what I mean. It has some color to it. It's lighter. It's darker than the first one we had, but it smells lighter than that first one.
Yeah, it's pretty delicate, pretty soft.
It really is.
It's got kind of like a honey drizzled pear kind of vibe going.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Maybe like stewed apple.
Yeah.
That one's very different on the tongue. I kind of like that. I need to go in for that second one to kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to put 1 drop of water because this seems like it's pretty low proof. Wow.
Yeah, I can see where you're talking about that honey, because there's this sweetness that just stays on top.
Yeah.
That is very nice. There's a chalkiness to it too. I have a little bit of that chalkiness in there.
Right.
It sits on the tongue. I'm very, like, to me, things like how they feel on my tongue is always what stands out to me, because when I eat, I'm very like sensitive to how things like feel. Like I like the flavor of coconut, but I can't eat coconut because I hate the way coconut shavings feel in my mouth.
So it's a textural thing.
Yeah. So I'm very into textures on my tongue. So
what about toasted coconut?
I don't know. Anything like this, that weird texture on there, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because even if there's just a tiny bit in there, I'll catch it and I'll pull it out of my mouth because it just my mouth doesn't like it.
The finish is pretty short on it. I mean, it leaves you with like a cooling, almost menthol note, but like it's not a whole lot. I mean, it's a little sweet. Could possibly be finished. Possibly. Maybe like a Pinot Noir or something like that. Like not super finished, but yeah. I mean, it's pretty low proof as well. I put like 2 drops of water in it. It didn't really open it up. It just gave it more ethanol ding, which that's not what I wanted. So yeah. It's nice. It's like a porch sipper, you know, when you're sitting on the porch watching the dogs run around or whatever.
I think it's a good one to start with. Like that's like, if you would start with this one, it's a good opener for the palate. It's not very strong. It seems very light on the tongue. Like you said, it goes away pretty quickly. It leaves a nice little hint. I do like that, like what, you know, that honey that Troy mentioned. It was Troy that mentioned the honey, right? It tastes a little like that honey. It's just nice in the middle, but it kind of goes away too quickly. And so that's the thing with this one. It goes very quickly, has that little chalky like texture on the mouth. So I'm going to say this is probably our least expensive bottle, being like an $80 bottle, which I'm probably going to be completely wrong. I don't think this is finished. I'm going to do it as Irish single malt, no finish, and 86 proof. Very low.
All right. I guess I'll go next. Y'all thought it was your whiskey before. I think this could possibly be mine. So I'm going to go ahead and say what I think it is. I think it is Starward, Australian, which is kind of funny because if there's 2 Starwards in here, that's kind of funny. I want to think it's the lower proof one. I think it's like 41, 42%, something like that. Of the ones I have a couple of Starwards. I think this one is finished. Some sort of finish, and I think it was $70, something like that. So that's just me.
Yeah, I'm struggling on where I think it's from, but I got 84 on the proof. I got $60. I could see it being like was it Starward Nova or something like that. But it kind of is giving me that Japanese vibe, just because how delicate and soft it is. I'm going to say Japanese.
I can see that easily.
Oh, wow. I can see that too.
Wow. So let's go. What was your favorite part of the night?
I'll go first. Mine was number 1. It was a classic Scotch profile. I feel like it was a higher age statement. It was really nice. And then my second was number 3, the peaty one, because I'm a peat head and I just kind of like that.
So it was probably one you threw in there, huh?
No, I didn't throw any peated whiskey because I didn't want to blow your palate, because I don't want to hit you with an Octomore and have blue cheese in your face. So yeah.
Oh, I'm not a blue cheese person, so I'm glad. Thank you for not doing that.
Yeah.
So yours was number 1. And Troy, what do you think yours was?
So I went first was number 4. Number 1 was my second. 2 was my third. 6 was my fourth.
Okay.
3 was fifth, and 5 was sixth.
Wow.
The
Interesting.
armpits and anus was last.
Which one was the armpits and anus?
That was number 5.
Number 5.
Armpits and anus. Yep. So
Sticker coming soon.
yeah, sticker coming soon. The trash palette, armpits and anus. So going back over it, 2 and 1, I liked the most. As I said, I liked 1 before the water. I liked 2 after the water. So those are kind of like almost a tie for me. Depending on the kind of, I think, the mood I'm in or how I'm feeling, I think I prefer 1 over the other. But I kind of like when you start talking about 1 being a little more of a a normal, like what you kind of going to get with most malts that are simple and not over smoked. I think that's kind of why I like that, because it was kind of just nice on the tongue and just it didn't overwhelm me. It let me enjoy it, let me sip it, and I could do that with it. Amazing for me though, I the 3 that smoky as F kind of grew on me. That will be my third right now. It didn't come in first or second, but I kind of liked it after a while. Just after you said, let that get past that smoke and go and taste it. I kind of like that. Now,
That's awesome.
Number 5 is the armpits and anus. Yeah, that was not my favorite at all. Not even close. It was very, very different and very different from the rest of them. So, all right. I'm very curious. So, out of curiosity, with your number 1, what do you think your number 1? Oh,
You're missing 1.
What are we missing?
You're missing 1. You said 5.
Oh, 5 was my last, so 6 would have been the 5th. So I guess we have to just kind of go over them, and we'll see. So we want to just kind of show what number 1 was for us. So 1 was Shaman's first one. So what is that?
That is none other than Brook Lottie 18. This
How
is
the hell do you
a
spell Brook Lottie?
BRUICHLADDICH. Yeah, spell that twice.
At 18, you said?
18-year-old.
Wow.
This is a $200 bottle of whiskey. This is only bourbon cask. 50% alcohol. So absolutely amazing. This is some good stuff.
Wow. So where's it from?
It's
Scotland.
Scotch.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a Isla distillery, but it's not peated.
Yeah, it's a non-peated Isla.
Wow. Interesting.
You've
$200
probably seen stuff from Brook Lottie, Doc.
Mhm.
The classic Laddie, the kind of baby blue bottle.
Mhm.
I'm going to go look for it now. I'm going to go look. I'm going to have to see. All right. Number 2. Number 2 is Baker's number 2.
Number 2 was Baker's number 2. And what did you guys thought that was?
Irish, 46 sherry finished.
I put port finish 90% Scott, just because I don't have guesses.
So that is Irish. It is a 14-year product. I'm trying to see what the finish is on it. Oh, there it is right there. It is sherry finish. It is Aru. You see that there? 14-year sherry finish.
Wow.
And that's about $150 bottle.
Absolutely. That's amazing. I've never had that before. Thank you very much.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
I've never seen
That's
that
awesome.
one before. So did you get it like while traveling or something? Because I've never seen that one on the shelf, or at least I don't think I
haven't
have.
either.
I picked it up somewhere. I don't know. We've got 3 of those that all have different finishes. And this one is called Knocknaria.
Knocknaria. Wow.
Which I like that one. I like that one.
Absolutely.
And what is?
So
do you remember the pricing on that one?
About $150.
Okay, we
Wow.
weren't too far off then. We weren't too far off.
Proof on
you
this
want
guy. Where the heck is it? It's 48%. So
48. Okay. I
96.
said 46. So
Wow. Okay. All right.
It's so good.
Let's see
It's
what
so good.
number 3 was. Number 3 is my D2. D2 for me. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So my D2 is something I picked up when I was traveling out over there.
That's all I've been drinking.
And that's what Nathi's been drinking tonight. It's a, let me see if I can get that to focus on. There we go. Edinburgh Castle. You can only get this at the castle. Highland Single Malt.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can only get this while
Okay.
you're there. And that's why I decided to throw that in there, thinking there's something kind of different for you guys to try. That
Yeah, I've
unless you
never
travel,
had that.
haven't. Aged 10 years, 40 ABV,
I liked it.
and the Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. So that's what that is.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, 90 proof.
That's-
And I think
that-
I want to say I paid like 110 for it, something like that.
Wow.
It's not. Wow.
But
That's really
you're-
good.
I think you're paying more for the fact that you're buying it there and that you're up in that, because you go up into the Edinburgh Castle and it's in there's a store up there that you buy it at. So I think you're paying more also for the scenery and all that stuff. But it's not,
Absolutely.
honestly, not that bad of a pour. I kind of like it. I hadn't had it yet. I opened it just for us to try it. So
Awesome.
I brought it
Thank
with
you.
me, hadn't had it, and I figured why not share that? Why not share that?
Absolutely. It was really good. And for a Highland peated malt, that's pretty rare actually, because Highland normally doesn't do peated malt. So for you to get one, that's a pretty big deal. And a 10-year age statement, that says a lot. So
Hold on one second. Give me a second here. I'm gonna mute myself for
no problem.
It's on us to entertain.
Yep. Dooby dooby doo.
So did we agree on our least favorites? Did all three of us agree on the least favorite?
I think number 5, right? Number
Yeah,
5
that's what I
has
had,
to be
5.
the least. I think it's Doc's Tasmanian whiskey because he was hyping it up so much, but I have no idea because I've been blown out of the park already. So
Yeah.
All right,
Honestly,
I'm back. Sorry, my granddaughter was calling. I don't like not to answer, so I had to answer that. But I told her I was on the live that I call her back as soon as I'm done. So
for sure. Yeah,
And
I was just saying if Doc hadn't tipped his hat on that one, thinking it was his and from Tasmania, I probably would have said it was the Floki, the sheep dung whiskey.
absolutely. Absolutely.
oh, there is a sheep dung whiskey, huh?
Yeah,
There
I think
is.
it's from
There is.
Iceland. And it's
Yeah.
called Floki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting this up as we're talking. We're getting to the 4th one here. Are we ready for the 4th one? All right, let's see. Let's see. What is the 4th one? It is Baker's One. Baker's One.
Thank God mine wasn't number 5.
Amen, brother.
I guarantee you it's mine. And when I tell you the price, you guys are going to laugh at me. That's a whole other story.
Okay, so this is the Starward.
Hold on, I'm going to put you up
Okay.
here. Hold on. Wait, oops, I hid you. Wait, nope, I didn't put Nathi up.
Oh,
Well, hold on a second. Jeez, act like I've never done this before. Okay, hold on a second here. There we go.
I'm still there.
Oh, wait, I still have Nathi there. I don't want to see Nathi's ugly face. Here we go. All right.
He gone.
All right.
I figured it out. All right,
So
go
this
ahead.
is Starward. It is a single barrel pick.
Oh,
Ooh.
It is 111 proof.
really?
It's matured for 3 years in French oak red wine barrels.
Okay, so I said port, so that was pretty close.
Yeah.
Red wine, port, yeah.
So not finished, just aged in.
Aged in, so fully matured. That's
Yep.
awesome.
3-year-old whiskey. It was the darkest thing up here.
Absolutely. So what if you don't mind me asking, how much did that cost?
I think it was about $80.
All day, guys. All day.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would definitely.
It really
pay
is.
$80 for that. And what was the proof on it?
Mhm.
111.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Here we go.
Now I'm worried.
I'm worried.
Now I'm worried about the armpits and anus.
You should be.
I guarantee you this is mine. Probably. If you guys don't know what it is, because it's not one of yours. If you guys don't know what it is, then so
Both
let's
of mine
see.
have been claimed.
Are you guys ready to see this? Let's see.
Drum
Whose
roll.
name? Drum roll. Yep. Mother.
It is.
Fucker, it's mine. Oh, you want to see what the hell this one is?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You guys are gonna laugh at me because I'm stupid sometimes.
Sometimes.
No,
Wow, that's a fancy box.
it
Yeah.
really is. Rare hair.
So the most expensive is gonna be
Rare
around
hair,
$50.
the Tempest Tasmanian 20-year-old
Shut up.
What?
single malt whiskey finished in port casks. You want to see how fancy the bottle looks, dude?
Now was that Doc 2 or Doc 1?
Doc 2.
Okay. I'm gonna pour. I don't want to, but I'm gonna pour a little bit more, just so I can die a little bit with armpits.
So I just went back in on the nose. I get like a strong rhubarb note.
Okay,
That was the armpit note. It's rhubarb.
it really is.
So look how pretty and fancy that looks.
I mean,
That's a beautiful bottle.
it really is.
Very heavy, very nice. And I didn't realize this, but if you can see, let me see on the top here. Do you see that symbol?
Yep.
Kind of, yeah.
It's the Playboy bunny.
Playboy bunny.
I didn't know that this was a Playboy bunny.
There you go. Hold it right there. Yep, Playboy bunny.
Sorry. Yep. I didn't realize that it came from them. And when I saw I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Look at this and how heavy it was. And I see it on top. I was like, my expectations dropped pretty quickly after that.
I mean, Rare Hair makes, or they put out some pretty high-end stuff. Their bottles are crazy expensive. This one, though, wow.
Yeah. So let me share with you a little bit about this bottle because I have it up here. Just so you guys can.
Please do.
Just so you guys can see how
You're giving the stare like, what the fuck you spent so much on this?
luckily I didn't spend as much as this says on here. My wife said she's been over the shock and awe of what I've spent on stuff sometimes. All right, here we go. So that's the Tempest there. I'm not going to scoot it up yet, but you can see
See the price.
it's named for the tribute of Shakespeare, the Tempest. This expression channels the narrative of natural force and elegant transformation reflected in every sip. But I mean, it makes sense. In Shakespeare's time, they didn't have deodorant. It's the island's pristine microclimate, warm summers, cool winters, and temperature maritime winds foster slow, deliberate aging. So, you guys ready to see the price on this, son of a bitch?
No.
No.
Don't even.
All right, well, then we'll come to here then. Where others rush maturation in small casks, the Tempest waits. It matures for 17 years in standard size bourbon barrels, then finishes 3 additional years in second fill port casks, yielding extraordinary structure, balance, and finesse. Yeah, well, we can call that finesse, sure.
Oh, apricots.
I didn't say anything about apricots, but so MSRP, and I'm telling you, I did not even pay close to this. I got this on like extreme sale, and that's actually why I got it. But there's the price for it.
Shut the hell up.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Holy cow.
I'm sorry, Doc. I would have. Nope.
Yeah, if I would have paid that price, I'd be super pissed. So. I'm getting my wife's in the room, and I feel my face burning right now. Is it melting on this side yet?
It should be burning.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I threw this one in there because I wanted something new, rare, interesting, and I did a review on it. So my review's coming out on this kind of soon. But when you drink it by itself without other ones, it doesn't taste as much like armpits. But it wasn't. Let me just say, it wasn't a flattering review either. But I took that for part of it being Doc is breaking out in a cold sweat. But part of it is because I'm not a malt person, so I didn't know, was it because I'm not a malt person, or was this just not kind of up to par? Yeah. So
I'm gonna let Laura smell that.
Was it Doc 1 or Doc 2?
Doc 2, I think it was Doc 2, right?
I can't remember. I tasted.
No, Doc 1. Doc 1, I think.
Laura says it smells good.
You don't think so?
I think it smells like armpits.
Doc 1.
What's wrong with you?
An anus. An anus.
And Shaman says and anus. Take a sip.
Take a sip. Come on.
Let me see
It's
what that's called.
$1,000 whiskey. Drink it.
Yeah, that's one.
Drink
it! Drink
That like $1,000 to you?
It's $1,000.
I'm sweating over here. Can you turn down the air, please?
Did anybody put water and soap in it?
Yes, we
Yeah, I
did.
liked it,
That
but-
came in 6th for all three of us.
All of us.
She says it does not smell like armpits or anus.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Trash palette for sure.
But honestly,
Trash
like by itself, without all the other ones, it wasn't terrible to me that first time. It just didn't hit like for what it cost. It didn't hit anything like, and so it got low scores because of, especially like with the rating. Yeah. So anyway, so that was fun.
Yeah.
What number are we on? Are we on 6 yet? Let's move off of this
No,
one.
we're
spoiled
not.
fruit.
My wife's at least tasting it on the side of me, and she's kind of liking it. She's enjoying it.
It's like fermented, like
She says-
spoiled
Yeah,
fruit.
it,
She
yes.
says like
It
fermented
is
spoiled fruit, which is
spoiled.
what you. That's why you get that.
Yeah,
that
like-
armpit
Like a
taste.
kombucha
Yes.
almost.
Yes.
Like a kombucha, which I don't like
Like
kombucha at all. But yeah.
kimchi
Maybe
or
a little
something.
bit. Yeah, there's like a fermented fruit, spoiled
Yeah.
fruit taste.
Hit that rabbit anus in every sip. Hint. Doc needs a Xanax, and he might need 2 of those. That's true though. This proves money doesn't bring great things. 100%.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
and when I got this, I that's why I wanted to throw this in there just to give us something to show that like money doesn't like I knew it wasn't going to be like above and everybody. I didn't think it was going to come in last. Like I didn't think it was going to come last for all of us. Yes, but I really thought like to show that we're going to have these $80 ones, $100 ones that are going to come in higher than it. I really thought it would come in 3rd or 4th, somewhere in the middle, right?
Right.
And it's the most expensive one up here. Came in last. So goes to show. Goes to show.
It really does.
It gives us something to talk about. Anus and armpits. Did you think that's
Oh.
something or no? Okay. All right, last one. So that leaves it Shaman 2.
All right. So this is Starward Nova.
Nice.
This is an Australian single malt finished in red wine barrels from Australia. So
Okay.
this is at 41% alcohol. This is a 3-year-old single malt. Really nice, delicate stuff. I actually sampled this out first for you guys as well. So I knew that this was going to be a baseline kind of whiskey, and I didn't realize it would be last. I wish it would have been first or second, but it's one of those things. Starward is doing amazing stuff, but some of their stuff is a little tame. I would have rather had that single barrel over this, but at the same time, this is a good showcasing of what
For sure.
world single malt is doing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's just interesting. You know, we went through the world, tasted all these different ones from around the world. Not one tasted anything like the other.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. You know,
Mm-mm.
and I think that's pretty amazing that we can do that and have 6 random samples that we send to each other, and not one even saying that, oh, I can taste this on that tastes similar to that.
Mhm.
Not one.
Right.
So,
Right.
I think it was a good way for me to first experience this, to kind of taste different ones and to kind of open my palate to them. There's a lot of
Interesting. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
yeah. My wife actually watched and thought this one was interesting. She doesn't usually watch much. She gets bored and gets off of them.
No, I get
She
it.
liked
It's crazy how we had the entire world outside of the US to pick from. And we had 3 from the UK and 3 from Australia, Tasmania.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this was fun. I like doing this. I
Absolutely.
mean, do you guys want to do another one and we kind of choose another topic? We can do American single malt. We can do I don't know. I mean,
That's where I was going. I mean, because American single malt, it's a
hot
big
right now.
thing right now. It's hot right now. And there's so many amazing American single malts out there that you wouldn't know they were from America, or
Yeah.
you wouldn't think that that's even a single malt. There's places like Shenanigans, Andalusia, all these other places. There's a bunch more, but Talnua, all those guys doing really cool stuff. and you don't even know it. Westward, Westland, all of the West Coast guys doing amazing things, and we need to kind of prop those guys up because guess what? With these tariffs and all the things, yes, Redwood Foggy Burl is amazing. With all these tariffs and everything, it's getting harder and harder to find Scotch and Irish and Tasmanian, obviously. So we're going to have to go locally and buy in the States. And so why not try American single malt? And let's just say, I think Troy and I both have enough American single malts to drown you, Doc. So
nice.
Get ready.
Yeah.
So
as long as nobody sends me Claremont Steep, we're good.
No, that's not happening.
All right, guys, we have 35 people watching. There is a raffle going. We're about to end this to do that raffle. So if you haven't seen it, it's that exclamation mark malt. If you want to join it, so go ahead and sign that up. I'm gonna give you just a few more minutes before I close that out. I want to know, guys, did you guys enjoy this? Did you guys like this? Is this something you want to see us do and kind of discover more? I enjoyed it because I want to open my palate. I want to try different things. And that's been my goal for this year, is just to learn and get away from just what I really like and kind of just go out there and tease it. And it's hard to do that on your own because, how many bottles would I have? I would have had to buy 6 bottles just to try these 6, Yep. The other thing that was interesting because the first one I picked this one, just the other one because of the age on it and what it cost. The other one I picked because I wanted to choose something that wasn't finished, right? So we could actually go and just choose all that are just finished malts too from around the world, because I have a few up there that are, cask strength and finish. And when I was out there, I really enjoyed them, but I haven't tried them since I've been out there. So who knows what my palate would think now? Because sometimes you're in the mood, you're in that environment, and everything tastes better because you're over there, So Absolutely. I'd be very curious for me. So yeah, so we have a few people saying they did like it. So I think that'd be something fun to do. So all right, let me go ahead and close this out, and you guys go ahead and try to finish telling us what you're telling us.
What now?
You're talking. I accidentally interrupted you just to kind of get everybody so I can close this out real quick. So whatever you were talking about, sir. Sorry about that.
No, I'm totally down to do this again. We could do American single malts. We could do another world single malts. There's just so many great malt whiskeys out there, and it's difficult for people that are in the bourbon space to think beyond bourbon, because bourbon, as Shaman said earlier, the flavor profile of bourbon is here, and the world or single malt's here. You could, so regardless of its craft or legacy, there's not a ton of variety in what you're getting in the bourbon space. You move into rye, it gets a little more funky, but single malts, they're everywhere. They're all over the board. The flavor range is crazy wide. And I think that more people should try to experiment and figure them out.
Yeah. And, like I didn't know you were into them until I told you, like I saw you talking about it probably about a month ago, I think is when you said that you're really into this. But the reason you do bourbon and rye is because that's what people like to watch. But you actually enjoyed this. And that's why and my wife said that she really liked this because you guys had a lot of information to share with us. So it was a lot of learning for, on my part, and hopefully you guys got to learn a lot as well. And I'm a nerd. I like to learn things. So when I get to have all this information and absorb it, it makes me want to go explore it more. So that's hopefully what we did today. We got people to want to go and explore this more. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna, as soon as Nati gets it ready, we're gonna do a quick small race. We'll do it like just for 122. And then what we'll do is and the winner tonight wins all the samples that we had tonight, everywhere from all these bottles that we tried, even the armpit and anus one. So you guys get a sample. Hi Kaliadela, you guys are watching. Love you guys. We're almost done, and I'll be talking to you guys in just a few minutes. So see you guys soon. So yeah, my grandkids are watching me on TV, so I need to stop saying that now.
Yeah.
So it's ready to go.
Act right.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to put it up on the screen. So this is everybody that's in there. We have 28 out of the 34 watching, and this is for the samples, the 6 samples we had tonight. So make sure last chance for tonight. Also, if you want to do the $2, if you want to do the $2 to have a chance to win, this is only up to that point. We're not selling any tickets at night. $2 for a ticket to win a Copper Sky 150 proof hazmat. Also, my live for the 2,222 subs. I'm not there yet, but I'm about 20 something away. is on was it June 13th, Friday the 13th, on June 13th, and probably the 14th, because I have 22 bottles minimum to give away. I also have some cigars to give away. I have a lot of goodies that I picked up over the last year when I was at, traveling to give away. So there's going to be a lot of giveaways, a lot of free stuff, a lot of fun races, a lot of loteria. There's going to be loteria. There's going to be new games. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So a lot of fun. And then Tom Black says he's be working Bourbon Halls live, which he's still got a little bit of time to go. But if you're on here, and when I end this live, it'll actually push you to his. So if you're looking to find it, you guys will be pushed to it. So now that you know that was a $1,000 bottle, what do you guys think?
I mean,
I'm glad you bought it.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was fun to try. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun to try, and I will, finish the rest of this sample when I'm not doing a blind, and kind of go back to it and see what it does. But yeah, wasn't great, but thank you.
Hey, Candy Road, thank you, buddy. Why not? Cheers. Thank you, bud. I appreciate you. Now, Gandhi Roll, was that for the ticket or was that for just the super chat? Let me know in the comments. Just super chatted. Okay, just super chatted. Thanks, bud. Oh man, who's the winner? Raging Cajun, winner, chicken dinner. Are you in the chat right now, Raging Cajun? You have to be in here to win. Let's see if you're in here. We'll give him a few seconds here. Raging Cajun. Are you still in here, buddy? Are you still here? We got Joe B commenting. I don't see anything from Raging Cajun. We'll give him just a few more seconds here. If not, we'll have to see. Oh, is he here?
Yeah.
You saw it before. Oh, there he is. Yep. Raging Cajun is here. Buddy, fill out that form for me so that I can hand deliver these to you. We'll get those out. I will be going live Wednesday. Very short live Wednesday. Nothing too crazy, but just to kind of be able to give out more free tickets as well, and just enjoy the week before I leave. I won't be home for the next 2 weekends. And you guys have anything coming up soon?
Troy?
So we'll have a live stream next week. It's going to be Laura and I doing a blind battle.
Ooh, against each other?
Yep.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
She thinks she's going to beat me. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Are we putting some bets on this?
I mean, I'm betting I'm going to win.
I mean, I got 5 on it. Just saying.
I got 5 on it. Yeah. Nathi says you're going to lose either way.
Yeah.
And Whiskey Shaman, what do you have coming out?
Oh, I've always got stuff coming out every week. I got a podcast coming out. I got new stickers. Y'all need Jesus, not Jack and Jim. If y'all want, some of those, hit me up. Whiskey Shaman Podcast at gmail.com. But
got that one right here on the wall.
Absolutely.
Yep, there
Absolutely.
it is. There it is.
Right there.
Absolutely. No, I mean, it's whiskey is great. I love whiskey. Everything's cool about whiskey, but you got to get right sometimes. So just keep
100%.
going.
No problem. That's 100%. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you for just informing me tonight, sharing your knowledge with me, sharing these pours with me. It was just, I love it. I loved it a lot. So I appreciate you guys for doing that with me, taking your time.
Thanks for having us, Doc.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, guys, see you guys Wednesday. If you guys want to hang out with me Wednesday, and if not, be safe, be careful, and we'll see you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.